Samaya Manobalaya Benza Sado de Nongo Chendra Chendro Memba Soto Kayo Memba Sopo Kayo Honorando Memba Sarva Siddhi Medaya Sarva Karma Susame Siddhamashya Samaya Manobalaya Benza Sado de Nongo Chendra Chendro Memba Soto Kayo Memba Sopo Kayo Honorando Memba Sarva Siddhi Medaya Sarva Karma Susame Siddhamashya Samaya Manobalaya Benza Sado de Nongo Chendra Chendro Memba Soto Kayo Memba Sopo Kayo Honorando Memba Sarva Siddhi Medaya Sarva Karma Susame Siddhamashya Samaya Manobalaya Benza Sado de Nongo Chendra Chendro Memba Soto Kayo Memba Sopo Kayo Honorando Memba Sarva Siddhi Medaya Sarva Karma Susame Siddhamashya Samaya Manobalaya Benza Sado de Nongo Chendra Chendro Memba Soto Kayo Memba Sopo Kayo Honorando Memba Sarva Siddhi Medaya Sarva Karma Susame Siddhamashya Samaya Manobalaya Benza Sado de Nongo Chendra Chendro Memba Samaya Manopalaya Benza Sado Deno Bajinda Jindu Soto Kayo Membawa Sopo Kayo Honorando Membawa Sarva Siddhi Metraya Sarva Karma Sutame Siddhamashi Samaya Manopalaya Benza Sado Deno Bajinda Jindu Soto Kayo Membawa Sopo Kayo Honorando Membawa Sarva Siddhi Metraya Sarva Karma Sutame Siddhamashi Samaya Manopalaya Benza Sado Deno Bajinda Jindu Soto Kayo Membawa Sopo Kayo Honorando Membawa Sarva Siddhi Metraya Sarva Karma Sutame Siddhamashi Samaya Manopalaya Benza Sado Deno Bajinda Jindu Soto Kayo Membawa Sopo Kayo Honorando Membawa Sarva Siddhi Metraya Sarva Karma Sutame Siddhamashi Samaya Manopalaya Benza Sado Deno Bajinda Jindu Soto Kayo Membawa Sopo Kayo Honorando Membawa Sarva Siddhi Metraya Sarva Karma Sutame Siddhamashi Benza Samaya Manopalaya Benza Sato Deno Banjinda Jindu Memba Soto Kayo Memba Sopo Kayo Memba Amnorando Memba Sarva Siddhi Medaya Sarva Karma Sutame Siddhamashi Ha 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 ho Bhagavan Sarva Tata Kata Benjai Mame Benja Benjam Bhava Mai Samaya Santu Benja Santu Samaya Manopalaya Benja Sato Deno Banjinda Jindu Memba Soto Kayo Memba Sopo Kayo Memba Amnorando Memba Sarva Siddhi Medaya Sarva Karma Sutame Siddhamashi Ha 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 ho Bhagavan Sarva Tata Kata Benjai Mame Benja Benjam Bhava Mai Samaya Santu Benja Santu Samaya Manopalaya Benja Sato Deno Banjinda Jindu Memba Soto Kayo Memba Sopo Kayo Memba Amnorando Memba Sarva Siddhi Medaya Sarva Karma Sutame Siddhamashi Ha 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 ho Bhagavan Sarva Tata Kata Benjai Mame Benja Benjam Bhava Mai Samaya Santu Benja Santu Samaya Manopalaya Benja Sato Deno Banjinda Jindu Memba Soto Kayo Memba Sopo Kayo Memba Amnorando Memba Sarva Siddhi Medaya Sarva Karma Sutame Siddhamashi Ha 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 ho Bhagavan Sarva Tata Kata Benjai Mame Benja Benjam Bhava Mai Samaya Santu Benja Santu Samaya Manopalaya Benja Sato Deno Banjinda Jindu Memba Soto Kayo Memba Sopo Kayo Memba Amnorando Memba Sarva Siddhi Medaya Sarva Karma Sutame Siddhamashi Ha 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 ho Bhagavan Sarva Tata Kata Benjen Baba Mai Samaya Santo Benza Santo Samaya Mano Balaya Benza Santo Deno Benja Jendo Soto Kayo Memba Soto Kayo Honorando Memba Sarva Siddhi Medaya Sarva Karma Susame Siddhamashi Ha 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 Hoy Bhagavan Sarva Tata Kata Benjarai Mame Benja Benjem Baba Mai Samaya Santo Benja Santo Samaya Mano Balaya Benja Santo Deno Benja Jendo Soto Kayo Memba Soto Kayo Honorando Memba Sarva Siddhi Medaya Sarva Karma Susame Siddhamashi Ha 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 Hoy Bhagavan Sarva Tata Kata Benjarai Mame Benja Benjem Baba Mai Samaya Santo Benja Santo Samaya Mano Balaya Benja Santo Deno Benja Jendo Soto Kayo Memba Soto Kayo Honorando Memba Sarva Siddhi Medaya Sarva Karma Susame Siddhamashi Ha 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 Hoy Bhagavan Sarva Tata Kata Benjarai Mame Benja Benjem Baba Mai Samaya Santo Benja Santo Samaya Mano Balaya Benja Santo Deno Benja Jendo Soto Kayo Memba Soto Kayo Honorando Memba Sarva Siddhi Medaya Sarva Karma Susame Siddhamashi Ha 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 Hoy Bhagavan Sarva Tata Kata Benjarai Mame Benja Benjem Baba Mai Samaya Santo Benja Santo Samaya Mano Balaya Benja Santo Deno Benja Jendo Soto Kayo Memba Soto Kayo Honorando Memba Sarva Siddhi Medaya Sarva Karma Susame Siddhamashi Ha 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 Hoy Bhagavan Sarva Tata Kata Benjarai Mame Benja Benjem Baba Mai Samaya Santo Benja Santo Samaya Samaya Manopalaya Benza Sado De Nomba Chinda Chindu Soto Kayo Memba Sobo Kayo Honorando Memba Sarva Siddhi Medaya Sarva Karma Svedame Siddhama Shiva Ha 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 ho Sarva Dada Gada Benjarai Mame Benjam Baba Mai Samaya Santo Benja Santo Samaya Manopalaya Benza Sado De Nomba Chinda Chindu Soto Kayo Memba Soto Kayo Honorando Memba Sarva Siddhi Medaya Sarva Karma Sudhame Siddhama Shiva Ha 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 ho Sarva Dada Gada Benjarai Mame Benjam Baba Mai Samaya Santo Benja Santo Samaya Manopalaya Benja Sado De Nomba Chinda Chindu Soto Kayo Memba Sopo Kayo Honorando Memba Sarva Siddhi Medaya Sarva Karma Sudhame Siddhama Shiva Ha 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 ho Sarva Dada Gada Benjarai Mame Benjam Baba Mai Samaya Santo Benja Santo Samaya Manopalaya Benja Sado De Nomba Chinda Chindu Soto Kayo Memba Sopo Kayo Honorando Memba Sarva Siddhi Medaya Sarva Karma Sudhame Siddhama Shiva Ha 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 ho Sarva Dada Gada Benjarai Mame Benjam Baba Mai Samaya Santo Benja Santo Samaya Manopalaya Benja Sado De Nomba Chinda Chindu Soto Kayo Memba Sopo Kayo Honorando Memba Sarva Siddhi Medaya Sarva Karma Sudhame Siddhama Shiva Ha 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 ho Sarva Dada Gada Benjarai Mame Benjam Baba Mai Samaya Santo Benja Santo Samaya Manopalaya Benja Sado De Nomba Chinda Chindu Sudokayo Membawa, Subhanayo Membawa, Honorando Membawa, Sarvasiddhi Medaya, Sarvakarma Sudhame, Siddhamashi Samaya Manobalaya Benza Sado Deno Sudokayo Membawa Subhanayo Honorando Membawa Sarvasiddhi Medaya Sarvakarma Sudhame Siddhamashi Samaya Manobalaya Benza Sado Deno Sudokayo Membawa Subhanayo Honorando Membawa Sarvasiddhi Medaya Sarvakarma Sudhame Siddhamashi Samaya Manobalaya Benza Sado Deno Sudokayo Membawa Subhanayo Honorando Membawa Sarvasiddhi Medaya Sarvakarma Sudhame Siddhamashi Samaya Manobalaya Benza Sado Deno Sudokayo Membawa Subhanayo Honorando Membawa Sarvasiddhi Medaya Sarvakarma Sudhame Siddhamashi Samaya Manobalaya Benza Sado Deno Sudokayo Membawa Subhanayo Honorando Membawa Samaya Manobaya Benza Sado Deno
Good morning, Kristen. I just did like 20 or 30 minutes sitting meditation, and here you are. So, my topic today is to enjoy the whole universe unfolding in us. Yeah, sitting meditation is like you enjoy everything happening in front of you, outside of you, and inside of you. So, this outside inside is a relative word. Actually, it's all in you. Your awareness is including or includes everything outside, every phenomena world, or you can see you're listening my voice or teaching here. It's in you and includes your mind. Your mind. How do you understand? How do you translate? How do you interpret it? In your memory, your thoughts, the whole universe is unfolding itself in every moment. That's the beauty of a higher understanding or realization or of the awakening. So if you can, or traditionally we say letting go or let go. Let go of what? Let go of everything happening outside and inside, or in you, the awareness. Outside, the sun is rising or setting or in between. For the four seasons are changing. Now it's summer, but it's gradually, change to autumn and winter and spring and summer again. The cyclic recycling or the cyclic rotations, and the flowers are blossoming. Everything changing. It's windy, it's sunny, it's cloudy, it's hot, it's cold. You notice everything's changing outside, and the different news every day. People dying, people, are born. Uh, there's a war, there's a peace, you know, everything's happening. And we cannot stop it's happening, but we can stop how we interpret it. I mean, negatively. I mean, we can let go and let the world unfolding in front of us, inside of us. That's a really beautiful scene. It's like you're seeing a movie in front of you and inside of you. And now you can watch it without any problem. All the season weather changing, season changing, good news, bad news, You can really watch it without identification, without labeling, judging. It's like you don't, for most people, we don't care about how wind is blowing, right? I like use the wind. The wind in the sky is blowing this way or that way. You don't you don't judge it's good or bad, right? Unless it's really blow your roof off. A gentle breeze in the sky, you won't say it's good or bad. In the same way, anything happening in the world, you can just look it as a cosmic wind. A cosmic wind that may be related to so many different things. And remember, the whole world is codepending. Any event is codepending or co-arising on top of every other things. So definitely you cannot change that. But you can change how you think about it, how you respond, how you react, how you labeling. Even labeling without labeling, you see, no abiding. The cyclical rotations and movement of the seasons. This is something I have been in tune with for many seasons over decades. Good topic today. Yeah. um, after this year's meditation and sharing, I see that I can see the truth. Now I want to express it and try to help everyone to see it. A non-judgmental being is possible, or non-judgmental pure mind is possible for everyone. The whole cosmos is flowing like a stream into ocean. So in this metaphor, the stream, the world, that every events happening outside of you and inside of you, like streams into ocean. So who is ocean? You. You are the being. You are witnessing all this happening to you through your mind, through your pure observation, and you can just let it go and welcome next moment. This next moment or future is relative words. Is there's only now. There's only now. Only now is real. Future past is imagination. Is our imagination. Sometimes it's beautiful imagination. Our memories and our plans for the future are beautiful. But it's only happening now. Once you see that permanent now manifested in so many different forms, names, situations, bodies, minds, memories, plannings. It's a beautiful play of the whole cosmic intelligence, and everyone is different, and everyone is learning, is studying, is learning, is experiencing in a total different, unique way. And the awakened one can draw. Awakened one means he can draw, or he or she can draw conclusion from this all-inclusive experiences. No event can be, how to say, cut off from all other events. It's like you cannot cut a river into two parts. You cannot cut a flowing water, It's always flowing. It's beautiful seeing. And once you can disidentify with the contents of the awareness from the awareness itself, then you are awakened. So beautiful. And experience, all the experiences in the past, now, and future, as relative again, it is only now. All that we experiencing, we are experiencing now, are teaching us something. That's the beauty of like a second effect of that realization of the first realization. Every body sensations, every memories, everything happening now, every situation you are in, no matter where you are, what you are, who you are, what you're doing, is teaching you something. It is teaching us something. The universe is learning from every body, every mind's experience. It's such a the whole Mother Universal Heavenly Father is so kind. He's he or she is constantly teaching us a lesson for us to learn. A lesson, not a bad one. I mean, in a good way. We become like a like a newborn baby, like a toddler, just interested in every touching, smelling, watching or seeing. He or she, we. I mean, we are talking about we now. The mind is can learn from every experience. Once you recognize how lucky we are, how fortunate we are, you're most wealthy person in the world. And this understanding transcends birth and death. Most wealthy people think, "Oh, I have got this limited time. I'm 60, I'm 70, or I'm 40. I have limited time to experience." No, again, we identify with the body and the limited mind, which is subject to birth and death. That's a problem. That's a problem of actually if we if we identify ourselves, the infinite being, with this finite body mind, then that's a problem. That's a huge problem. It's a problem that brings every other problem. It's a primary problem, or I will say ignorance, because now you mess up that the infinite being with this finite body and mind. That's a primary ignorance. That's the first chain of suffering. Again, we have this dependent arising, right? Ignorance. Then there's mental formations. There's consciousness. There's inputs from the five senses. Then we have sensations. Then you have something to like or dislike. Then you attach to something you like and resist something you don't like. Then there's a grasping. Then there's a suffering. Then there's a birth. And there's a death. And again, that birth and death related to this ignorance, and the whole cyclic birth and death come again, comes again. So this is samsara. Buddha's talking about. Buddha is still talking about the samsara. We always in these cyclic rotations of suffering, birth and death, and you know, awaken means you break up this cyclical existence. You can step out of this samsara or ocean of suffering and really watching it without identification. I'm not this. And that statement is the wisdom, is a wise statement, is a wisdom from that pure observation. Pure observation again is based on samatha, right? Samatha and vipassana. Again, I just repeat all these contents again, because it's interrelated, it's interconnected. Every Buddha's teaching is connected. So the whole awakening is that you can wake up this dream-like, bubble-like, shadow-like, morning dew-like, light, illusion-like, um, lightning-like, moon, one. Yeah, all these six lights. I mean, I can repeat again. This is teaching from Diamond Sutra, right? So Buddha used six metaphors to describe the world, the phenomenal world, or emotional world, or inner world, a world that can be detected by our pure observation. So six metaphors are, so in Chinese, 如梦幻泡影，如露亦如电，说 dream-like, illusion-like, bubble-like, shadow-like, lightning-like, morning dew-like. The first one, dreamlike, actually is very important. Lightning like, a bubbling like, lightning like, a morning dew like. Is the Buddha wants to use this lightning and morning dew to tell is impermanent, is fleeting. Every experience is fleeting. The moment I say my word, the moment my word is reaching your eardrums through the internet, it's gone. The moment I wave from here to here, it's gone. The moment I bring my hands back to my thigh, it's gone. So every experience is fleeting. So Buddha says it's lightning-like. So how fast the lightning, the lights can travel, right? The lightning in the sky can just maybe 1 second or 2 seconds. And morning dew, it only exists for a couple of hours. I mean, 2 or 3 hours in the morning. Then when sunrise, it's gone. So lightning like a morning dew, like more tell it's the nature of impermanence or fleeting. It's like that. It's going fast. So the first one, dreamlike, is most important. Is dreamlike world is telling us, is trying to point to us that everything you can see now, okay, from your five senses, what you see, hear, touch, smell, and taste, that's five senses, right, are dreamlike or movie-like. Dreamlike means, sometimes we have bad dreams and have good dreams, right? But once you wake up, the moment you open your eyes, even you are sweaty, you are sweaty in a bed, because of nightmare, you once you wake up, you know it's a dream, then you're totally okay, right? So that's why Buddha wants to say, "Oh, it's dreamlike. Everything's fine. Everything's okay." So bring this dreamlike. So in the whole world is dreamlike. Oh, there's a killing. Oh, there's a charity. There's beauty. There's ugliness. There's goodness. There's badness. It's dream. Okay, it's okay. It's actually in Buddhist. I'm not only it's okay. Actually, it's perfect. It's already fundamentally perfect. So that's your dreamlike. Once you awakened, you see your whole world is dreamlike. The whole world is what is the elements or contents of the whole world? Everything. Your body and your mind. Yes, I forgot the mind part. So not only the inputs from the five sensory organs are dreamlike, but also your understanding, your mind, the limited mind is dreamlike. Your translation of the reality and the world is dreamlike. The interpretations are fundamentally unreal. And yes, this remind me Buddha's analogy. The ultimate is imaginable, is unthinkable. So in that comparison or relation, the relative and the absolute, or the mind, the thinking mind, any mental activities, and the absolute, the manifested and unmanifested, in that relationship, all these manifested mental activities, your phenomenal world are dreams. That's a that that's beautiful. Once you realize it's dreams, you can try to play in a dream as a good character, like an actor or actress in a real movie. You can have a good dream. Now everything you see is a props or props by your own setting. My table, my computer, my body, everything around me and inside me are my settings, my individual personal settings. There's nothing wrong with that. Once you can see it's your settings, it's your individual settings, and fundamentally it's empty, then you'll have a good dream, and you can play how I put this cell phone here or there. I had to have a relationship. That's a good setting. Yes, that's a you can have a good dream or bad dream. It's all up to you. But once you awakened, most of your choices are good. The choice or decision making in the dream or in the phenomenal world will be much better, because now you have that clarity, you have that totality of what you can zoom out from the phenomenal world and to see it as a pure observer. That's why pure observation is so important, and pure observation is based on samatha, the stillness or the calming of the mind. No calm the mind, no that clarity. It's like a ripple of, like how to say, a lake with a lot of wind. Is a lake in a windy day. The surface of a lake is so disturbed, and all the reflections of the clouds and birds and trees, even you cannot see the the water grass or fish in the lake, right? So everything is disturbed and distorted. So in this metaphor, this disturbed superficial level of lake is like our mind, the bubbles of the mind. If you cannot quiet it down to a certain level and really see it, then everything's distorted. Everything you see is kind of distraction. Is You cannot see what it is. You can never see that picture because you don't have that stability or calm of the mind. Or the imagine again a lake without any wind. It's totally flat like a mirror. Again, great mirror like wisdom. It- and it's the first step. And you can have this other four wisdoms. The first is great mirror like. Then we have wisdom of equality. You can see everything is equal. Like every reflection in the mirror is equal in terms of reflection. Maybe have different shapes, size. Like the table is table, the table is different. So cell phone and cup is so different, right? You know the difference, but in the relation or in comparison, in the relation with the ultimate, is all reflections. You get it? So you have that equality. Everything is equal. No matter it's black or white, American, Afghanistan, rich or poor, successful or failure. So everything is equal in that totality. That's the second wisdom. Wisdom of equality. Then you have wisdom of investigation. You have this on top of this great mirror-like and equal with wisdom or wisdom of equality. Then you have that the true cosmic intelligence can, how to say, taking place can take place in you. Can You can use that cosmic intelligence which is already in you and to investigate anything. You can investigate uh, music, in art, in science, in psychology, everything, in math, in cooking, in even cleaning the room. Everything becomes very, how to say, interesting. The normal things becomes ex- not normal anymore. The ordinary things becomes extraordinary with that investigative power. We call it wisdom of investigation. It's so beautiful. And wisdom of investigation is based on, first one is, let's say the third one. The third one is the wisdom of investigation. The third one is based on the previous two. The first one is great mirror like. The second one is wisdom of equality. Then the third one is wisdom of investigation. You can really discover. Now you're really discovering the whole world is a magic illusion. It's a beautiful dream. So there's no negation or devaluation of the existence anymore, because now you have that clarity and stability and total understanding. Every experience becomes so beautiful. It's like now you're in heaven and everything in the heaven is so beautiful. The music's beautiful, the food is beautiful, the relation is beautiful. Everything is beautiful in heaven, right? That's why we call it heaven. Actually, we are now in the heaven. The only thing is the individual limited mind cannot understand this. That's problem, or we call it ignorance. So the wisdoms or antidotes of wisdoms that helps us to realize we're in heaven right now. The cups, the cell phone, the computer, the internet, everything you can see, touch, hear, smell, taste, and think. Okay, six senses are, how to say, beautiful. It's everything is beauty. it's how to say, it's shining, it's shining, it's like a cherry blossoms in May or in April. Everything is like a telling you something, that it's individual beauty, no matter it's big or small. It's no matter it's a flower, or it's just a blade of grass, or it's just, it could be magnificent as like a Niagara Falls, right? Niagara Falls, so beautiful, and could be just as simple as a grain of sand. So you see that we are so fortunate. Then that's three wisdoms, right? Then the fourth one is the wisdom of all accomplishment. So we can use our five senses, including the sixth, the mind, to accomplish things, to do things, to achieve, to make your dream, make your desire come true. And it's beautiful playing. And all this is kind of dreamlike, but now you enjoy your dreams now because you see the emptiness of the dream. That's why you can like become a director of your dream or movie of your life. You really can direct and editing. You are so good at editing. Your number one in the world editor, the editor of number one in the world. And we are now, every one of us is editing the story of life. Again, the story of life is dream-like, bubble-like, lightning-like, morning dew-like, shadow-like. The last one is 如梦幻 illusion-like. But there's no denial of its existence. It's beautiful dreams. It's beautiful bubbles. It's beautiful lightning. It's beautiful morning dew. It's beautiful illusions or shadows. You can really enjoy these six metaphors in one instance. It's crazy. It's so, how to say, it's really crazy. It's blind your mind 10 miles away, and yet you are so clear. So we are talking about the wisdom of all accomplishing, right? It's like if you look at the whole world, the great athletes or artists, when they accomplish something, when a tennis player, I don't know name, or what's that soccer player, Messi, okay, Messi, okay. When Messi is in the soccer field, he can accomplish things, right? So in that way, you see how every play he plays, I mean, kicking or passing the balls and running, and he can accomplish in terms of soccer so well that he really enjoy. Imagine Messi is a awakened one, and he sees his dreams, he sees he's playing a dream in the truth, playing in the soccer team, in the soccer field, and he can have the wisdom of all accomplishing. That's an example I'm doing here. Let's see how beautiful. And imagine everyone can become Messi in the soccer field. And that and a Messi in soccer field in every moment. Or Beethoven in, how to say, in playing the music, or composing a music piece in every moment. That's the original design, okay? That's the original purpose of creation of humankind by God. That's his Original design. His original design is try to let us enjoy every experience in a blissful way. Okay, in a mindful way, in a calm way, in a total understanding way. That's I don't know how to express it. And we are so fortunate. We're so lucky. We are we are we are loved. We are blessed every moment. That's the original design, a purpose of the design of God. Once you recognize this, every experience is teaching us, is teaching you or me or something. And we are learning from every experience, no matter it's pleasant or unpleasant. Okay? We learn from something bad or a mistake. Imagine a person never make a mistake. How can he learn? All the bad memories or bad relationship or the bad traumas, negativities, if we can see it at a distance and they're teaching us a lesson, then in that perception you changed whole scenario or understanding of the so-called negativities. And yeah, that's another topic anyway. So we talk about the four wisdoms. First one, wisdom of great mirror. Great mirror, you can see through the five scanners and see what it is as a flat lake, like a lake without any wind, without ripples on the surface of lake. Great mirror, you are a mirror that can reflect things as what it is. First one, second one, from there you have the wisdom of equality. Everything, no matter is big or small, beautiful or ugly, black or white, rich or poor, successful or failure, you know, pleasant or unpleasant, are just reflections in your mirror. In that perception, every reflection is equal. One taste, again, Vajrayana term, a term from Vajrayana Buddhism, the diamond Buddhism. And the third one is the wisdom of investigation. On top of the first one and second one, you have that investigative mind, logic, reasoning, understanding mind to figure out what's really happening inside and outside. And consciousness try to understand itself through you, through me, through your body mind, through my body mind, and there's only one universal consciousness, right? But the consciousness is trying to understand herself or himself or itself through different manifestations. Your mind, my mind, and all the 110 billion minds, if you're calculating back to 10,000 years ago, there there are 110 billion people walking on the planet Earth, right? That's roughly a number, rough number. Anyway, the universe is trying to learn through our body mind in terms of the wisdoms of investigation. That's why I bring this together, right? The Einstein's mind, Beethoven's mind, every mind is an expression and a learning process of the cosmic intelligence itself. So that's the third wisdom. And the fourth wisdom is the wisdom of all encompassing, right? It's like the whole universe is playing with itself, hug itself, love itself, and cry itself. It's crazy. The only accomplishment in this Buddha's eye is try to awaken others. Okay, the ultimate purpose of Buddhism or any religion is try to wake you up. That's all. Once you wake up, you're safe. You're fine. Everything becomes secondary comparing to this awakening. And sometimes that's the four wisdoms, right? And sometimes we heard about five wisdoms. There's another one which is different from this. We call it five. The fifth wisdom actually is the first one from different lineages is the wisdom of Dhammadhatu. I talk about this Dhammadhatu or Dhamma realm or Tathagata, Tatata. Okay. Actually, that's just 2 days ago. You can go back to that Tatata. It's a field of unmanifested, is the foundation of every manifestation. You got it? So in science, we may call it the universal unified field from which every matter, energy, and information arising from that unified field and falls into that field too. So that's the term of in Buddha's teaching. We say it's a wisdom of Dhammadhatu or Tathagata. You realized you're infinite, you're eternal, you're complete, you're perfect. That's the thing. It creates every other things that is finite, that is in the space, that is uh, imperfect, that is incomplete. You got it? There's a total view now. It's that in Buddha's teaching we use this emptiness and form. Emptiness is form, form is emptiness. The unmanifested is the manifested, and the manifest is unmanifested. It's so paradoxical. Anyway, that's the fifth or the first wisdom that is different. We call five wisdoms that different from the four wisdoms. Different lineage, just different lineage. But I think it maybe it's important to point out that all the wisdoms, no matter it's five wisdoms or four wisdoms, five wisdoms, are the recognition of who you are, and you can use it. You can let it go when you use it. When you use the wisdoms, no matter it's five or four, and to help to awaken others, or you don't use it when you don't need to, right? Why you just sit quiet and do nothing. Wisdoms are tools anyway. So the last one, the wisdom of Dhammadhatu or Tathagata or Tatata, how you call it, the universal unified field, the cause manifested, the absolute is the foundation of all other wisdoms or all other worldly knowledge, because it's like God. It's like God. every other creations is created by the hands of God. In that understanding, without God, without any creations, right? Uh, anyway, without this Dhammatatu, there's nothing will happen. We call this 如来藏. So Tathagata Garbha. Without this Tathagata Garbha, nothing will happen. We're not talking here. So that's the thing. That's the Tathagata Garbha, or the universal unified field, is the only thing that is not subject to anything else. Is solely self-dependent, or self-independent. Sorry, it is not depending on anything else, because it's called a true, really existence beyond any duality of non-existence and existence. I have to use words now, so I have to use like existence or it's so hard because we're talking about absolute. The absolute is undescribable, unthinkable. Yet we can try. We can try to help us to understand it. And the other shore, to reach the other shore, we can use the boat, right? But anyway, all these wisdoms are right here now. It's never far. Never. It seems to be far because we have this ignorance. Again, ignorance is the greatest obstacle. If you don't know who you are, everything you understand is bullshit. So, I really say that. If you lose the absoluteness, everything we learn, I mean, if we lose this absoluteness, we only can understand or realize the relativeness. Then it's like a dream. It's like a dream bubble, enlightening, morning dew, shadow. You don't have that essence. Everything you touch becomes essenceless. That's why awakening is so important. Essenceless is a word. I have to. Yeah, essenceless is a word. Inessential, or we call it inessential. Okay. I'm still improving my English now, using my investigative mind. Okay, if no further questions, that could be the end of this session. Thank you. I will waiting for you just 1 minute and in silence if you do have question, if you're still there. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you. Bye now.